Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Cowboys QB Dak Prescott opens up about Lions controversy. The Detroit Lions are back in Texas on Sunday, October 13th, for a heated matchup against the Dallas Cowboys on the road. Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott and the team had a rough 1-2 start to the season, but the past few weeks, they've fought to snag 2 consecutive wins over the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, the Lions are 3-1 going into the game, only having lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This particular matchup between the Lions and Cowboys is extra dramatic because the last time the team played, there was a controversial end to the game. The controversy was about whether or not Lions left tackle Taylor Decker properly reported to the official as eligible to receive a pass on the 2-point conversion try with 23 seconds left on the clock. Decker caught the pass in the end zone, but officials called it as illegal touching on the play, so no points. Prescott remembers that moment, and he says that he's ready to go up against that Lions personality on Sunday. Speaking to reporters on Thursday, October 10th, Prescott expressed confidence ahead of taking on Detroit. "We're going on a bye week next. So, we're going to get this win and then go enjoy the bye," he said. "Then, we'll figure it after that." Then, Prescott referred to the controversial call at the end of last season's game. "There was a flag missed before that on our side that was called the wrong way," he said. "I expect them to come out with same personality of the same team that they've been. It's a defense that we're familiar with because we had played them in the last few seasons." Everyone seems to be getting in on the Lions vs. Cowboys rematch, including the official writers for the Cowboys. In an October 11th feature about the game, Cowboys staff writer Patrick Walker called the game a grudge match of the highest order, especially from the vantage point of a Lions team that felt wronged by the officiating crew the last time they were in Arlington en route to a 1-point loss. "It's a reloaded team in Detroit that unofficially views this battle as a grudge match, the history of the series also taken into consideration. Hi, Anthony Hitchens, and Jared Goff has a stable of horses the undermanned Cowboys offense must contain," he added. "The likely return of Darren Bland helps slow them down, but stop them? Tall order. I look more so to Dak Prescott and the offense to finally get going in a must-win home game against a questionable Lions secondary in what becomes a bit of a shootout, and the Lions leave with another heartbreak." Walker predicts the Cowboys will take it, 30-27. Cowboys staff writer Tommy Yarish also weighed in, writing, "The Cowboys have won 6 straight against the Lions dating back to 2015, but I feel like the 2024 version of Detroit is the best Dallas will have faced from the bunch." Tarish has the Lions winning, 27-24. Dallas Cowboys star under fire after controversial moment versus Lions. Effort is one thing the Dallas Cowboys could have provided more of on Sunday. The Cowboys suffered a humiliating 47-9 loss to the Detroit Lions at AT&T Stadium in Week 6. The Lions dominated both sides of the ball on Sunday, winning the battle of total yards 492-251. The Cowboys struggled in the trenches, surrendering 184 rushing yards to the Lions while only gaining 53 yards on the ground. One player is catching a lot of heat on social media Sunday evening for a play he made against the Lions. Broadcast cameras caught cornerback Trayon Diggs appearing to step out of position to tackle running back David Montgomery. The 6'2", 195 cornerback appeared to want no piece of the 5'11", 224-pound physical runner. Diggs was listed on the Week 6 injury report for an ankle issue but had no designation for Sunday's game. Fans took to social media to vent how they felt about Diggs making an odd decision not to be aggressive in tackling during the Week 6 blowout loss. "He has been that dude since he got in the league," commented a fan. "This is one of those business decisions Antonio Pierce talked about weeks ago on the Raiders. Tuna and Jimmy wouldn't have it. JS. I remember when he was getting killed on yardage but picked off passes, best corner in the league, posted another. Dude hasn't covered anyone since he's been in the league, and if he's got the mind of Stefan, he doesn't have the heart to tackle at corner. Soft, but he sells jerseys, wrote one fan. And he even stopped pursuing after he missed the tackle even though the runner kept going, pointed out another. That was a business decision, posted a fan. There's a handful of plays in his career that give us the idea that he's down for contact. But then there's a boatload of plays like this that tell us otherwise, wrote a frustrated fan. Diggs, a two-time Pro Bowl cornerback, has 23 tackles, 3 passes defensed and 1 interception this season. Will Cowboys fire Mike McCarthy? Why Dallas coach is on the hot seat after blowout loss and ahead of bye. Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy's seat was warm heading into the 2024 season. Now, 6 games into the campaign, it's burning hot. Fresh off 2 wins that put Dallas back over .500, the Cowboys welcomed the Lions this Sunday and were dealt the whooping of the season. Detroit scored 27 first-half points to Dallas 6, and things only went further south from there, as the Lions pulled away 47-9. It was as ugly as it sounds. Dallas turned it over 5 times, not counting turnovers on downs, and mustered just 57 net rushing yards compared to Detroit's 184. The Cowboys gained just 3.9 yards per play overall. There are a lot of games left, and owner Jerry Jones waited until the end of the 2019 season to fire then Dallas coach Jason Garrett, who finished an even 8-8 in the final campaign of his 5-year contract. McCarthy is in the exact same situation, coaching for his life in the league to remain unchanged. He is in the last year of the 5-year contract signed in 2020, and Jones has made it clear that he needs to see more playoff results. Here's everything to know about whether the Cowboys will fire McCarthy, including more on why the Dallas coach is on the hot seat after a 3-3 start to the 2024 season. Though Dallas got on the board first with an early field goal drive in Sunday's loss, 5 of the Cowboys' next 7 drives resulted in turnovers or punts. Only 3 drives resulted in scores by the end of the third quarter, bringing the Cowboys' total to 9 points. With the exception of the team's wins against the Browns and Giants, Dallas has been one of the worst first-half squads in the league. In their past 3 games, the Cowboys have averaged just under 9 points through the first 2 frames, often contributing to steep deficits that are difficult to overcome. The problem is clearly more on the offensive front, with the Cowboys ranking in the middle of the pack in most defensive stat categories. Dak Prescott and his key playmakers, CeeDee Lamb, Rico Dowdle, and Jake Ferguson, are just not cutting it with McCarthy's scheme. It's tough to imagine Dallas cutting ties with McCarthy when they're still at .500 and in the thick of the NFC East hunt, but a humiliating loss in a feature game, on Jerry Jones' birthday, no less, is sure to fire up the owner. The fact Dallas has a Week 7 bye would only further add credence to the idea that this is the right time to make a switch. It's all in Jerry Jones' hands, and given the urgency to win now, anything is possible. Jones was asked about the potential firing decision after the loss to the Lions. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Mike McCarthy? Leave your opinion in the comments.